Hi, and welcome to Trojan Television. I'm Josh Vardy.
And I'm Melanie Burton.
Today we have a great segment about our new Vice Principal, Mr. Garrett, and one of the great students in our school, Kiera Dinsmore. Let's go to that now.
I'm Brandon Bridgewater here with Kiera Dinsmore. Hey, Kiera.
Hi, Brandon.
So, how are things going for you right now?
They're going all right. It's around exam time, so there's a little bit more stress, as per usual, but it's all working out, so.
All right, so why don't you tell me a little bit about what it is that you do?
Well, I am a singer, and I've been classically trained in several different manners, and I've also been kind of unclassically trained in several different manners, so learning different techniques and things like that is kind of my specialty, but at the same time, I don't just sing classical music, I'll sing a lot of alternative things as well, so I try and have the biggest spectrum I can in terms of music.
So you have a little bit of everything going on.
A little bit of everything, and that's probably because I'm kind of a little bit of everything person. I can't really choose one way to go because you can normally apply a story or a feeling, like a really strong emotion to just about anything you can sing. So whether you hate the song profusely and it's just your passion and your anger coming out through there, or you intensely love it and it's coming from your heart. So you put as much energy into it, and the audience should get that back.
Well, that's a great outlook to have. There was a reward you won in the newspaper. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I take what are called music exams, and they're the same kind of thing that you take in school. In order to progress to the next level, you have to take an exam that looks at your sight singing, your theory and how you read music, your ear tests, your pitches, your intervals, and your pieces, your expressions, your background, so how much you know about your music in terms of like who composed it and background on the composer. So I take one of those exams every year for vocal, and then I also take a theory exam to pair along with the vocal in order to get credits. And so I take exams through Conservatory Canada, and there are about 10,000 students who take these exams, and in Ontario I placed highest in the grade 5 vocal category, which also ranks as one of the top marks in Canada. So I was just over the moon. I didn't even think that I could make it that far. It was just I can't even wrap my head around it now, but I ended up going to London, Ontario on November 7th, and I received a Medal for Excellence. So I had a lot of fun over there, and it was a great experience to be part of. So
that's really good. So how did you start? So you started singing, and then how did you make your way up here?
Well, to make my way up, it hasn't necessarily been easy, but I've loved just about every minute of it, because I've been singing since before I could talk. I would murmur all the time, and music was kind of always in my family. My parents would always sing to me all the time, day in, day out, before bedtime. Like I wouldn't, go to bed until they sang me good night. And I picked things up really easily. I would be, 4 years old, and there would be a pop song on the radio, and I'd know the chorus by the second time around. And I would always sing into hairbrushes, and at family gatherings, my parents would put me on my dad's shoulders, and I would sing, the Barney theme song. And it didn't really matter what I did, but I loved sharing a message of song, to others, and it really made people, stop and listen to what I had to say. And so I sang a lot when I was younger, and then when I got into kindergarten, they had, in elementary school, they have your little choirs. Well, I always wanted to go. I was the one person that was there every single day. And, sometimes I'd get the solos, but a lot of the time I wouldn't. But I learned a lot, no matter who the director was or who I was singing with. And then when I was in grade 4, I started getting really serious about it. I said, Mom, I kind of want to be a singer. And in all reality, I really didn't have that much experience. So my mom said, okay, you're probably not going to be a singer, but we can see it's something you love. And, it's a great hobby, right? And it's an art, so why not pursue it in some way? So I started singing lessons because I'd been taking piano lessons since I was about 4 or 5. And I was in musicals, I was in choirs, I sing in festivals, I take music exams. I have recitals all the time. I do charity concerts, things like that. I will take absolutely any opportunity to be on stage. So now it's come to the point where not only am I singing other people's music and interpreting it, so I've started up songwriting as well. So it's a continual journey, and I can only get higher from here.
Wow, that is so great. So what do you have to say to the other people who, they love singing and stuff all the time? What would you have to say to them?
Well, I would have to say, don't ever give up. If you love something, you just have to do it. It's a part of you, and you're not just going to be able to knock it out of yourself. Join any choir, sing in the hallways. I'm very famous for, people come up to me and they say, "Oh, are you talking to me?" Or they think I'm talking to myself. Well, really, I'm singing under my breath, and if they look down at my feet, I'm doing the dance moves with it as well. So just take every opportunity that you can, whether it's a choir, whether it's a recital, whether it's lessons, maybe pick up an extra instrument on the side that will help you read music. Expose yourself to a million different types of music. Most of my music I've learned, and my favorite songs have come from other people telling me, "Oh, this is one of my favorite bands, you should check them out." Well, one of my favorite bands is country. Another one is sacred rock. Another one would be, jazz and things like that. So no matter what age category you're talking to, so I've talked to my great-grandmother and she was telling me about a jazz band that she loved, and I ended up getting interested in it. So picking up as many styles and go to concerts, buy a CD that's on sale of some, it's got a nice picture on the front. You've never heard of them before, but why not give it a try? So do as much as you can to expose yourself to any type of music, because you can see life as one great big song, and you can just piece every little part of it together, and it just makes your hobby that much more enjoyable.
That is so good. That is so amazing. I'm going to start singing in the hallways now.
Yeah, Brandon, we'll do the snaps in rhythm together.
All right, that sounds
It'll be great.
Awesome. Okay, well, thank you for coming in.
Thank you very much for interviewing me. I love being here.
Not a problem. All right, and now we're going to go to a commercial break, but we'll be right back. See you later.
Yeah. Blue, go blue! You.
I'm blue. Go blue.
Green, woo! This year.
Green.
Sizzling reds. Red, go red, woo! Woo! I'm on yellow. Let's go yellow.
Yellow!
So, what did you do to get your team pumped?
Candy.